Thanks for joining me for practice. Please like the video and subscribe to our channel. And in the description is a link to my Patreon account. If you'd like to offer a donation, it's greatly appreciated. Namaste. Move the flesh from your sit bones. Come into a comfortable seated position. And just place your hands gently on your knees and palms face down. Anchor into the sit bones and lift through the crown of the head. Create space in between the vertebrae. And the more we allow the grounding to come into the body, the pressing into the earth through the base, and allowing that to grow heavy, the lighter the rebounding we feel, that buoyancy of the inner body lift. Allow the heart to come up through the shoulders, soften the shoulders down the back. Make sure that as the heart lifts, the low ribs don't pop forward, so keep them drawing toward the back body. And have the chin in, back of the neck long, crown of the head lifted. And then once we feel the structure coming into place, and relax a little bit of the effort. Find some softness and begin to deepen the breath. Inhale comes in through the nostrils, fills chest, ribs, belly. Exhaling, belly, then ribs, then chest. And as you trace the breath as it comes in and down, see if you can even feel the pressure of the breath touch the pelvic floor. As you trace the breath going up and out, watch it leave all the way through the nostrils, the very tip of the nose. Make this breath smooth so that the inhale flows into the exhale, flows right into the inhale. There's no pauses. And try your best to eliminate or reduce any jumps or catches so that it feels smooth and even. And while this pattern's continuing to move in the body, pattern of breath, stay in the role of the observer, the one who watches. Bring your hands to your heart, bow your head. And we'll set the intention for the practice today to continually keep the awareness in the role of the seer, the witness, the observer. If there's anything in your life right now that's asking you to shift into that awareness, maybe unburden yourself in one way or another, then please bring that into your intention now. And place all of this here in the heart center, where it is surrounded with love. We're going to begin the practice with a chant of Om 3 times. So deep inhale in and down. Long exhale up and out. Really let go. Good. Now that facilitates a deeper inhale. So another deep inhale in. And just lower your chin to your chest and take your time to bring yourself back into the room. Very nice. We're going to start on our backs. So legs long if it's comfortable. If not, you can have the feet flat, knees bent. Arms are going to begin down by your side. Inhale, just bring your right arm up and over the head. And as you do, flex your left foot. Reach the fingers away from the heel. And then exhale and slowly bring the arm down and relax the foot. Other side. Inhale, the left arm reaches up. Flex the right foot. Extend as much as you can through the side body. Really stretch. And then exhale, the arm comes down and the foot relaxes. Good. Continue to repeat that, please. Inhaling, right arm, left foot. Exhale. And then left arm, right foot. And exhale. 2 more on the right, 2 more on the left. Good. 1 more round on the right. Reach as far as you can. Really create length. Exhale. And 1 more on the left. Now on this next one, as you bring the arms down by your side, you're going to bring both up and flex both feet simultaneously. Inhaling. Like a good morning stretch, reach away. And then exhale, arms come down, feet relax. And now we're going to bring in a chant, and the chant is Namaha, meaning I surrender. Inhale, the arms reach up, flex your feet. And we'll chant together. Namaha. Again, inhale. Exhale. Namaha. 1 more. Staying in the role of the witness. Namaha. Good. Bring your feet flat, knees bent, and draw the knees into your chest without using your arms. But we will take the arms out to the side, palms face down. Knees just halfway to the left. We're not going to go all the way over. Come back to center, and knees just halfway to the right. So very slowly with your breath, inhaling to the center, exhale over to the left, back to center, and exhale to the right. Good. 2 more like this, please. Stay heavy through the hips so you're massaging the gluteal muscles as you move through the center. And also getting a nice little warming up twist here for the spine. And one more to the right. And come back. And go ahead and hug those knees into the chest now. Squeeze them deeply towards your abdomen and lengthen your tailbone away from the crown of your head. So create as much space in your spine as possible. And then hug your right knee into your chest and flex your left foot so it points up towards the ceiling. Inhale here. Exhale, stay. Inhale, let the leg come down just to a little bit above the floor, so about 2 inches. Exhale, stay. Inhale here. And exhale, bring the leg back up. And we'll switch sides. Hug the left knee in. Inhale the right leg up. Flex the sole of the foot. Exhale here. Inhale, the leg comes down, and it's just a little bit above the ground, not too much. Push the knee away from the foot. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, the leg comes back up. And exhale, the knee to the chest. Good. Hug the right knee in. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale here. Inhale, take the leg down so it hovers. This time, exhale, crunch the abdomen towards the back body. Lift the head off the floor. Stay for the inhale. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, the leg goes up. Release the head. And exhale, knee to chest. Keep the left knee in. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale here. Inhale the leg down, hovering just a foot above or inches above the ground. Exhale, now you're going to contract the abdomen, lift, stay, inhale. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, release the head, take the leg up, and exhale the knee into the chest. Good. Feet flat, arms down by your side. See if you can lightly touch your heels with your fingertips. Keep the feet parallel. Press into the feet equally as you slowly roll up through the spine, one vertebrae at a time. And exhale, slowly roll down. Good. One more like this, please. Inhale. Try to avoid the knees splaying out to the side. Roll up through the spine. And exhale, the navel hugs the back body as you lengthen the tailbone towards the heels. Good. Again, this time we're going to add in the arms. So inhale, roll up through the spine. Arms reach up and over the head. And now as you exhale, chant Namaha, coming all the way down. Do that again. Inhale the arms up and over the head. Keep the knees in towards the midline. As we come down, we're going to chant Namaha. Namaha. 3 more. Stay in the role of the witness, not the role of the doer. Namaha. 2 more. Namaha. Namaha. Rest for a moment, widen the feet, let the knees fall in towards the center line. Everything relaxes. You can turn the palms up if you prefer. Just rest. Good, then knees into the chest one more time. Hands underneath the knees. You're rolling all the way up into a seated position and then coming into tabletop position. So hands directly under the shoulders, knees under the hips, tops of the feet pressed down. We're just going to inhale, lift the heart, lift the sit bones, look up. Contract the abdomen and take the sit bones all the way to the heels for child's pose. And now walk your hands forward, come up onto the fingertips, and let the heart just dip through the shoulders. Relax the tips of the shoulder blades down your back. Breathe deeply here into the full body, returning to that smooth circular breathing. One more here. And then walk your hands to the right, press your left sit bone down, bow the rib cage. And as you're stretching into the whole side, breathe deeply into that lung. Relax the tops of your shoulders. Good, one more here. And then walk to the left and do the same thing. Let the right sit bone bow, let the right rib cage open up and send your breath into that lung. As you feel your body breathing, remind yourself, I'm not the doer. I'm just the witness, observing myself doing. And then come back to center. Find tabletop, neutral spine. Inhale, lift heart, lift sit bones, look up. And exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. And we'll find down dog here with the feet hip distance apart. Toes turned in slightly, heels out, roll the inner thighs in and back. Now we've done a little bit to warm up the legs, but if you feel like you need to walk the dog out a little bit, please go ahead and do so. Paddling the feet. But then when you are ready, feet hip distance, turn your toes in slightly. Allow the inner thighs to roll in and back, opening up the sacrum. Feeling that lift of the tailbone through those bones. Just really extend through your waist. Side bodies are nice and long. And then roll your shoulder heads away from your ears. Squeeze the inner elbows toward one another to secure that position for the spine. Press firmly through the hands, just like the feet, and then let the navel sink in and up under the rib cage at the bottom of each exhalation. So traditionally, gaze is between the feet, or if you have a little bit more flexibility, you're gazing up at the navel center. Full, complete breaths here. Same pattern that we started. And now we're going to walk the hands back 6 inches, stop and stay. As you're here, continually reminding yourself to stay in the role of the observer. I am not the doer, I'm just the one watching. And walk your hands back another 6 inches, stop and stay. Feel the weight equally distributed in both feet, particularly the inner foot connecting us to the root. Walk back another 6. Navel deeply into the body here. On exhalation, we can deepen that even more, lifting mula and a slight Uddiyana Bandha here, especially from gravity. Walk back another 6, almost to the feet, but not quite. Let the head and neck really hang now. Sit bones are lifted high and watch the tendency to start sinking in the heels. And then walk your hands back another 6, just until you get the fingertips lined up with the toes. You can keep a micro bend in your knee as much as you need to here. Let the upper body soften, give in through the belly. As the abdomen softens and goes in and up under the rib cage, you might be able to draw the chest a little closer to the thighs. Shoulder heads away from the ears. Let the weight of the head do the stretching of the spine. And reminding yourself to stay as a role of the witness. I am not the doer. Good, hands to hips. Bend your knees, scoop your heart as you rise all the way up to standing. And then arms by your side. And just stand in Samastiti. Inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold navel to spine. Keep a little micro bend in your knee. Hook the index middle thumb around your big toe or have your hands on your shins. Inhale, straighten your legs, straighten your spine to the best of your ability. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. And exhale, pull your navel in, fold over your legs. Good. Inhale, pull away again. Now stay here for the exhale. Hug the navel in. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Take an inhale here. And exhale, navel in, forward fold. Good. Now we're going to continue that and bring in the chant. So inhale, pull away. Stay and chant. Namah. Deep inhale here. Continue to extend the spine. Forward fold. Namah. Again, inhale. Stay. Namah. Inhale. Fold. Namah. One more. Inhale. Namah. Inhale, pull away into monkey again. And now exhale and walk your hands forward back to downward facing dog. Feel both feet equally into the earth. Notice where the weight distribution is in the feet. So don't sink in the heels, don't collapse to the outer foot. Find the balance. And once you can return to that smooth breathing, bring your hands to your hips, put weight into your left foot, and now take your right foot to mid-thigh. Good. We can just stay here if you're comfortable, hands to heart, sink down into chair. Flex your right foot. This will protect your knee joint. Allow the glutes to move back behind you, just like you're about to sit in a chair. So keep reaching those sit bones back. As they do, sternum pulls forward. Avoid any rounding of the upper back. Getting into that hip rotator a little bit here. Breathe deeply. Good, one more. And then slowly come up. We'll switch. If you want to roll your ankles out for a moment, go ahead. Other side. Hands to hips. Take your left foot to mid-thigh. Flexing that foot. You could stay there with the hands on the hips, or if you've got the flexibility to the heart, you're going to start to sink down into chair. Allow the hip rotator to open. I like to think of like a weight attached to my knee. I'm just going to allow that to give in to gravity. Keep sending the hips back, the sternum forward. Pinky toe side of the foot pulls back. Steady your gaze. And then slowly come back up. Take a moment to feel. And inhale, the arms reach up. And exhale, turn the toes out, heels in, come down into squat. Inhale, press back up into standing. Turn the toes in and exhale to forward fold. Good. We're going to do this with our chants. So inhale the arms up, back to standing, arms reach, turn the toes out, heels in, exhale, chant. Namah. I surrender. Inhale, come back up, turn the toes in, exhale, fold. Namah. Inhale up. Toes Toes out, heels in. I let go. Namaha. Inhale. Toes in. Fold. Namaha. 2 more rounds like this. Inhale. Namaha. Inhale. Toes in. Namaha. Inhale, last one. Toes out. Namaha. Inhale. Toes in. Namaha. Stay here. Smooth breathing. And then inhale, monkey pose. And exhale, step back to downward facing dog. Once again, bring your feet together. Come onto the balls of the feet. Reach the right leg up in the air. Exhale the left heel down. This time, inhale the right leg as high as you can. And now swing it through for pigeon pose. Right knee to right hand. Shin bone can be angled. If the right hip is up in the air, grab a blanket or bolster. Place it underneath the hip. Tuck your back toes under. Lift the knee, slide the hips back into place, and lower that knee down in the top of the foot, feeling both big toe and pinky toe grounded. Fingers in a finger stand. Inhale, lift the heart. It's a back bend posture. And then exhale, we modify into the forward bend. Starting on the forearms, if that's a good place for you. Just letting everything get comfortable. When you feel more comfortable, you can place a block under your forehead, walk your hands forward, or just allow the whole upper body to come into the earth. Now, if there's any posture in yoga that really embodies the quality of Namaha, this is definitely one of them. So surrender, let go, and silently, mentally silently repeat the chant on each exhalation. As you mentally, silently repeat Namaha, remember its meaning and how it relates to I am not the doer. Last breath here. Slowly walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Tuck your back toes under. Send that right leg all the way up in the air. Let the blood just drain out. And then switch. Bring the right leg down. Feet are together, balls of your feet. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale the right heel down. Inhale the left leg as high as you can, creating space. And then send that knee through to the fingertips. So left knee moves towards that left hand. Top of the foot is grounded. Tuck your back toes under. Lift the knee off the floor for a moment. Slide the hips down into place. Again, if that left hip is off the floor, place a blanket underneath it. Inhale, fingers in a finger stand. Lift and spread the collarbones. And then exhale, walk it out. Starting on the forearms if that's comfortable, just to let the body adjust. Press into the big toe and pinky toe side of your right foot, the knee and the top of that thigh. If you're more comfortable, you can place a block underneath your forehead. Arms extend forward or whole upper body down into the earth. So you want to feel the right thigh and leg grounding just as much as that left hip is stretching. And then mental repetition, Namaha. I surrender. I let go. Last one. And then very slowly come up. Just for a moment, tuck your toes under. Extend the left leg up. Let the blood just drain out. And then bring that foot down, downward dog. Knees to floor. Sit tall on your heels. Hands rest in your lap. Soft gaze. Staying in the role of the drashta, the seer, the one who observes. Hips to one side, legs out in front of you. So we're going to widen our stance here into Upavishta Konasana, seated wide angle. So when you come forward, you want to tilt your pelvic floor forward. So there's what's called an anterior tilt. Feet are flexed, and we don't want the feet pointing to one side or the other. We want them straight up. And then fingers in a finger stand right in the center. Let the sternum lift so we have that tall spine. And if just sitting up straight is enough for you, then stay here. This is a great place to be. But if you've got a little more flexibility, you can walk the fingers forward until you feel that urge to round the upper back. Chin is in, and stay at that spot and just breathe. And really listen to the body talking to you. If there's tension and there's gripping, then we just wait and we're patient. Keep breathing deeply, and you can actually send your breath into the areas of sensation. So the inhale usually will make them a little stronger. Exhale to release them. And then if your body gives you permission, you can go a little further. Again, avoiding that rounding of the upper back. And it's very helpful here to continue the mental repetition of Namaha, remembering its meaning. Every time the body adjusts to the stretch and gives you permission by softening, you can go a little deeper. And then slowly stay deep in the posture, but just lift your chest and walk over towards your left leg. Anchor through the right and forward fold just on that left side. Namaha. Stay low, lift your chest slightly, walk over to the right, square to that thigh, and soften into the fold on this side. And then slowly come up. Take your time. Come back to center. Sit tall for a moment. Fingers in a finger stand. Close your eyes. Chin in. Lift the back of the skull. And just notice the quiet in the mind. And when we allow ourselves to settle into the role of the seer, unburdening ourselves for the responsibility of doing everything, taking care of everyone. We give that away to the divine, to not my will, but thy will be done. Good. Hands underneath the knees. Gently guide the knees back to about center, but we're going to have the feet still a little wide. Heels into the ground, toes are flexed. Take the back of your left hand onto your rib cage and tuck your elbow inside that knee. Take the back of the right hand onto the rib cage, do the same thing. Tuck the elbow inside the knee. Now, if we're tight in the back body, you'll feel this already, so you can just stay here. As you feel a little bit more comfortable, you can shorten the stance between the feet and start to squeeze those knees towards the midline. Opening up the back of the heart. Again, when we carry the weight of the world on our shoulders, we get very tight in this area of the body. Keep squeezing those knees toward the midline. Good, and then gently release that. You can cross your ankles and just roll your shoulders out. Just sit tall into a seated cross-legged position. And then roll them in the other direction. Flex the feet, hands beside the hips. Come into Dandasana staff pose just as a reset. Chin in, back of the neck long. Feel all the muscles of the legs engage. Press into the earth. Shoulders depress away from the ears. Good. And then we're going to come onto our backs. So once you come onto the back, knees into chest. Again, we're going to lengthen tailbone away from crown. If you want to give like a little rocking back and forth just to release the spine. We're going to do a little bit of an isometric here for the spine. So we're going to interlace the fingers around the right thigh. Take the left leg long to the floor. Flex the right foot. And now push the leg into the hand. Hands pull back into the leg. And isometrically really work on strengthening and drawing the hands towards the body while the leg pushes into the hands. Activating that lower right quadrant of the abdomen and making sure that the chest and the face stay completely relaxed here. Keep pushing, pushing, pushing. Pull, pull, pull. Really great release for the lower back. And then gently let go. and you can take that leg long to the floor. Just feel all that space difference between one side versus the other. And then left leg goes up. We're going to interlace the fingers behind the quad. And same thing here. When you're ready, push the leg into the hands, pull the hands back into the leg. This isometric really working that strength, activating now the lower left quadrant of the abdomen, and trying to keep our best to keep it out of the neck, out of the face. It's very difficult, but if we isolate the work in those lower muscles, we can really keep everything else soft. Only that which needs to be engaged is working here. And then we'll release that, gently take the leg down, feeling all that extra space in the lumbar spine. And then as long as you feel comfortable, you can move into the inversion. Otherwise, if you're not going into the inversion, keep the back flat and just take the legs up. If you happen to be near a wall, you can take the legs up on the wall for legs up the wall pose. And that's really just done here with the sit bones up against the wall like a fetal position. So feet and sit bones start against the wall. And then you take one leg up and then the other and just rest. So letting the relaxation come in, no effort through the legs at all. And if you want that to be a little bit more of an inversion, take the block underneath your hips. Same position you'll be in either on the floor or with the legs against the wall. Now place your hands onto your abdomen. As long as you're not in the Viparita Karani mudra, if you're in that final position with the block under the sacrum in the middle of the room, then just keep your arms down by your side. But if you can place your hands on your abdomen, feel the belly breathing. And just really isolate the breath in the abdomen as the rise and fall. Belly swells on inhale. Navel draws back towards spine on exhale. As you watch this gentle motion of breath, allow the mind to release any other thoughts. Just focus on belly swells and navel draws back. If you'd like to link mantra to that, chanting mentally Nama on inhalation, Ha on exhalation. And then release the mantra and just be completely still, letting the breath find its own organic rhythm and stay in the role of the witness. Now you can slowly begin to deepen your breath. And if your legs were up against a wall, you can slowly draw the soles of the feet together, send them down into a modified butterfly. Hands can press on the knees. A little stretch there for the hips. If you were in the Viparita Karani Mudra, you can bring your legs down. Eventually hugging knees into chest. Curl into your fetal position on the right side. And rest here for a moment, letting the spine come into balance. And placing your left hand into the earth, slowly come back up into seated. And if you can, prop your sit bones up for a few moments here of meditation. And tall spine, relaxed body. Bring your hands back together in front of your heart. And bow your head to your hands. Return to the intention of the practice. And just offer a moment of gratitude to the one who watches, a seer. Grateful for this presence in our lives. And we'll complete this practice with a chant of Om. Deep inhale in. Long exhale out. Namaha. Just let go. Deep inhale in. Hari Om. Namaste.